Hi.
Hi.
Come on in. You can sit right there. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. So you filled out a questionnaire before you came in. And so I have that, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over that a little bit. Just kind of talk about your answers that you gave to that, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
See what you want to talk about.
That's cool.
Let's see. So, got a sister. I see. Are you and your sister close?
Yeah.
Does
Pretty close.
Go to the same school as you?
Yes. She goes to tech too.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That must be nice to have your sister with you.
Yeah.
Since
Totally.
y'all are close.
Mm-hmm.
And do your parents live in town?
Yes, they do. They're here in well, they don't live in Lubbock. They live in Fort Worth. So yeah, they live here.
Okay, very cool. Do you get to see them a lot?
Yeah, I'll go home like maybe 3-4 times a semester. So now they'll come visit every once in a while. So yeah.
Awesome. Let's see, I see you are majoring in advertising and marketing, is that right?
Yes.
How is that going?
It's good. I feel like I'm doing really well, like in the classes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm just kind of stressed out about finding a job and all that stuff.
Yeah. So you're a junior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So getting to that time where ready to graduate, looking for a job,
Mm-hmm.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Is that kind of stressing you out?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to like say, oh yeah, it's like stressing me out, or it's not. It's just like I just think about it a lot.
What do you think about when you think about looking for a job?
I don't know. Like part of me is like thinking like if I'm even gonna find one, you know, and then part of me is like thinking about like, will I find the right one at the right time? I don't know. I don't know what's out there, and I really don't even know like what I want to do yet. So.
You said, am I gonna find one? Have you been looking and had a hard time looking?
Yeah, a little bit. Like it's been kind of hard to get like an internship, and I feel like you have to have like an internship to get a full-time job. Mm-hmm. And I've had trouble getting like an internship.
Yeah.
So.
And you said, I heard you say at the right time. Tell me what you meant by that.
Just like, I don't know, like you know, like if you like got a job and you like took it, and then like just because you were like afraid that you weren't gonna get another one, and then like if you had just like waited, you could have got like a better one. I don't know. I've just heard of that happening to people, and I don't know if I'll know like when to turn a job down or when to like take it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So you're worried about it being the right job. Mm-hmm. Right off the bat.
Right.
It sounds like.
Yeah.
And you still have another year.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Is this about the time that you're supposed to be getting an internship, or are you trying to get ahead of the curve?
Yeah, they kind of, like a lot of my professors kind of said like it's, you know, like junior year is like when you want to like get serious about like finding like a summer internship or a like internship while you're in school or something like that, just so you can like get experience and like make connections and stuff like that. So.
Right. Tell me about your options. What are some of your options? What are some of the internships you've looked into or interest you? Well,
I've applied at like Southwest Airlines summer internships.
I've heard great things about them.
Yeah, but I didn't get picked for any of them, so I was just kind of discouraged about that, because it's like, I know it's a big company and stuff, and it's really competitive, but it's still like a little bit discouraging to not get, like I didn't even get an interview or anything, so it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But that's one that I looked into. And like I've looked into some around town here, like in Lubbock, but none of them are like paid internships. They're all like work for free pretty much.
You don't want to do that.
I mean, I will if I have to, but it'd be nice to be like, you know, if you're going to spend all this time every day working, then, you know, it'd be nice to get paid.
Yes. Well, and it sounds like to me, you're a hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
You work really hard in school. You enjoy the major that you're in. You got your sights set on seemingly the perfect internship. You got turned down for those internships, and that just kind of maybe set you on a downward spiral of feeling discouraged, thinking about whether it's the right time. Is that right?
Yeah, kind of.
You got your mind working and thinking, what if I don't get one? That kind of a thing.
Yeah, now you say it. But yeah, I was just kind of like freaking out about like, I don't know, like I have a job that I do when I go home every summer, and it's like I work at the grocery store in town. But like I guess I could always do that after I graduate, but like, you know, there's like a little bit of like, that's kind of humiliating to like have a college degree and go back and work at a grocery store, you know? So, yeah, it's just kind of everything.
Yeah, humiliating. Who do you think that would think that it's humiliating? You think your parents would be?
No, my parents.
Or?
No, they wouldn't be. I guess maybe I would just be like a little bit disappointed in myself, and maybe like some of my classmates if they got like if they got a really good job and I was like working at the grocery store, you know, just be like, to me that'd just be kind of like embarrassing to like not have a job, and they all do.
I understand.
Yeah.
So tell me about some of your maybe plan B options from there.
Well, the grocery store is probably like my big plan B. Just like maybe try and work my way up there. I don't know, I've kind of like toyed with the idea of like maybe going to school a little bit longer and getting a little bit more specialization, or even like changing my major. Like I just feel like there's not a lot of jobs out there for advertising majors, and so I'm like, well, maybe I could go like, maybe not start all over, but kind of while I'm here redo something and get like I don't know, like an engineering degree or something where it's like a little bit easier to find a job with, and like, I don't know, just like I feel like engineers always get jobs and they don't have to worry about this stuff, but there's just not that many jobs out there for advertising majors.
So when you think about engineering or changing your major, how does that make you feel when you think about that option?
Well, it's like scary, of course, and like I have a girlfriend and like she's gonna be done next year, and I don't want to like have to go to school longer than, like I don't want her to be graduated and me still be in school, and it like obviously would cost more money and more time, and it's just like, it's almost kind of like, do you want to like just keep on the path that you're on, or do you want to like stop while you're ahead before you get too far and like start over?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just tough, I guess.
Yeah. So your girlfriend will be done.
Yeah, she finishes, she's a junior too, and so she'll finish in 4 years, so she'll be done next spring.
Gotcha. So I guess explore with me the idea of engineering. Is that something that interests you? Is that something that you think you would enjoy? Or is that more of just like I'm not going to be able to get a job with advertising, so I guess I'll do this just to make money kind of a thing?
Yeah, that's kind of it. And like, I wouldn't say it interests me per se, but I've always done really well with math and science.
Okay.
I'm pretty bright when it comes to like numbers and, you know, formulas and all that stuff. So You know, I feel like I would be good at it. I know I probably wouldn't love it, but you know, it'd be like a really like secure future, I guess.
And that sounds like it's something that you really put a lot of weight in, is having a secure job.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things. It's like, I don't know. It'd just be nice to be able to count on like job security, you know?
Yeah. So do you kind of, it seems to me like you're battling a little bit with doing something you love or doing something you know will put you in a position to provide.
Yeah, kind of. That's sort of the crossroads that I'm at, and I don't know. I feel like this is like a conversation I should have thought about 3 years ago when I came to college, but you know, some things you just don't understand whenever you leave high school.
Absolutely. When you're 18 years old, there's a lot you don't understand yet until you kind of get to this age where you've had a little bit more life experience. You understand what you like to do more, and you probably didn't have this girlfriend when you were 18 and weren't thinking necessarily about being able to provide and all of those things. You were just thinking about going to college.
Yeah.
So, what I'd like to do is maybe to just give you a little bit of something to work towards or something to work off of, is talk about some of your other options as far as internships, because what it sounds like to me is you love what you're doing. Is that right?
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, is I really do enjoy it. So, yeah, I do love what I'm doing.
It sounds like it's a passion of yours, and I don't want you to give up something that you really love to do just because you think you won't find a job in that area. There are lots of options, lots of places you can find an internship, and so I want to help you maybe explore some of your options, if that sounds okay to you.
Yeah, totally.
So tell me a little bit more about Southwest Airlines. Why do you love Southwest so much?
It just seems like a really good like culture, and like it's a really good company to work for, I've heard. Like I went to an info session and they like kind of explained the internship, and I've never like been able to travel before, so like be kind of cool to fly and stuff like that. So I don't know, more of just kind of like from a like it'd be cool perspective, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like an amazing company. I've heard a lot of really good things about Southwest, so it sounds like it's a really good company to work for. But what I hear you saying when you're talking about Southwest is you want a place that has a good culture, treats their employees well. You kind of want to be able to do some things while you're young. You want to be able to travel, things like that. So maybe we can look into a few places that provide those things as well. Okay. Can you think of any off the top of your head that you've looked into besides Southwest?
Yeah, there's like a few ad agencies in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that seem pretty cool. I met them like at job fairs and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, probably just like ad firms and stuff. Okay,
so ad firms, Southwest, and you said there were a few internships you did apply for and you didn't get at Southwest. But at this point, there's other positions at Southwest you could apply for. Is that right?
Yeah,
they have some more that are open.
Yeah.
Have you looked into those?
Yeah, I have a little bit. Yeah. They're not like exactly like my major, but they're like they're pretty cool.
Okay, good. So maybe what you could do before we talk again is you could look into those internships, maybe jot down a few that interest you. And even if, I know it's tough because I know right off the bat you want to graduate and get into your dream job. I know a lot of students your age feel that way. But try to look for just key things. I think that is something that might help you narrow it down, is look for key things that you're interested in that don't necessarily hit everything you're interested in. So maybe look for if you enjoy creativity, doing something creative, even if it's not being a graphic designer or doing exactly what you want to do. Look for something that maybe is creative in some way. Just little things that might interest you. And also, you know, just get your foot in the door. Even if it's an internship, not doing what you want with Southwest, there's always a chance to move around, I'm sure, with the company. So that would be something that I'd like for you to do before we get together.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit more about you. What are the things that interest you? What are the things that you like to do?
I don't know, like you mentioned, I kind of like being creative. I think I kind of like doing video stuff. I kind of like design stuff. Like to write.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so like write like stories and blogs and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know, I just kind of like doing something that's like creatively challenging to me, I guess. So.
Do you write currently? Do you have a blog or anything like that?
No, I don't have a blog. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, I don't have a blog.
So what do you do right now that's like creative outlet for you?
Like I design t-shirts for people.
Oh, very
sometimes.
cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I like to like make videos like just for fun, I guess. But other than that, not really a whole lot, I guess.
Those are great things. Those definitely give you a good creative outlet, as long as you're doing something that you enjoy doing. I think that's really important. So you don't waste away without feeding your creative side, if that's really what you love to do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you do end up in an internship that isn't necessarily, like I said, exactly what you want to do, I think it's very important outside of your job to have opportunities to do those things as well. So, okay. And tell me a little bit about your girlfriend. So it sounds like you're looking for a job to be secure. Is there a future in store?
Yeah, we've been dating for like pretty much since we got to college, so it's kind of getting to the, like, you know, we've been together long enough and we'll probably get married and stuff, so or I know we want to. So I don't know, that's kind of weighs on me a little bit, because like you kind of need to be an adult to get married, you know. So like I kind of need a job and like a future, I guess, to go along, because like she wants to be a teacher, and so she kind of like pretty much like once she finishes school she'll just go like look for a teaching job. So it's a little bit more like cut and dry for her, but as for me it's kind of like, well, you know, do I like do this, do I do that? I don't even know, like I don't really know what I'm gonna end up doing in a year or a year and a half.
Right.
So
yeah, I'm sure as well that puts a little bit of pressure on you. Do you feel like you feel a little bit of pressure?
Yeah, because like it would be hard, like because we like really want to get married, you know, but like it would be really hard to do without a job. So it's kind of one of those things that's like, well, like I kind of want to have that security so that I can move forward with like getting married, because that's like what we really want to do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a means to an end, I guess. So yeah. Absolutely.
And I know that I'm sure so many people have already told you, and you're probably sick of hearing, but there's time. You have time to look and to get settled and all of that. But I'm sure, I know how girls are at that age. I'm sure she's making you feel the pressure.
Yeah, a little bit.
As well. Making sure you're saving your money and saving up for that ring and all of that good stuff. Okay, good. Well, I feel like we have a good start. I hope that you I hope that you feel a little bit better about your options. You feel like you can kind of clearly define what it is you like to do. I think it's always good for you just to think about what it is you enjoy, makes you happy, and stick with those things. Because like I said, if you just branch off and do something just for the job security or just for the money, there's a good chance you're going to end up not enjoying what you do. And I think that that's really important. So again, before we meet next time, I would like for you to kind of write down some internships and look for those key things, just something creative. And you mentioned video, design, writing. Look for all of those things to give you several options. Don't limit yourself to one thing, or don't feel like you have to pick one thing and stick with it. Look for all of those things, write them down, and then next time when we meet, we can kind of explore those together.
Okay.
That sounds okay with you? Okay, great. Well, it's good to meet with you today, and I'll see you next time.
Okay. Thank you.